Hi, welcome to episode 40 of The Kitchen Sink, my weekly vlog. I'm Eric J. Barkman, and today I'll be talking about a new project of mine. Just note this video is also the intro video to my Patreon page. For those of you who don't know what Patreon is, I'll get to that shortly, but first I'll be talking about my new project. It's a series of short stories about a time-traveling con artist. As I'm trying to spend more time writing, I thought this would be a good project because A, I love time travel, and it's something I really would like to spend more time working with. B, con artist is a good main character for series I'm writing, as I tend to write dialogue heavy stuff. While I do include description in my writing, it's fairly clear that the dialogue is what I'm more interested in writing. And while I do write the occasional action stuff, it's brief generally, so con artist just made sense. Now, I plan on doing about one short story a month, the first one going up in January or February. We'll see how exactly it goes. And then starting from there, one a month afterwards until as long as I decide to keep going, basically. I'll be putting them up on my Tumblr account, which I'll link to down below, although it is empty right now, unless you're watching this in the future after I've put one up already. But yeah, stories will of course be free to read. You can go there free of charge and read anything I put there. But I am still hoping to make some money off of this, which is where Patreon comes in. Patreon, for those of you unaware, is a service not entirely unlike Kickstarter, except unlike Kickstarter, where you give people money so that they're able to make a project, on Patreon you pay people money after they've given you a project of some sort. In my case, it'll be short stories. Basically, the way it works is you pledge a certain amount, and per project, in my case, short story. Then every time I put up a short story, I'll, fill out whatever on Patreon, and then you'll be paying me that much. And you may be like, what if you pledge $10, and then all of a sudden I just throw up 10 crappy short stories in a month, and suddenly you're paying me $100 that you can't afford to pay me for a bunch of stories that I spend pretty much no time working on. Well, first of all, there is a monthly limit that you can set so that you're not paying me beyond the first or the second or the third short story in a month, or whatever it is you set it to. And secondly, payments only go out once a month. I believe it's at the beginning of the month. So anytime until the payments actually go out, you can change your pledge amounts and thus avoid me scamming you with my brilliant plans. Anyway, there will be a link to my Patreon page down in the description below, assuming you're on YouTube. If you're on Patreon, you don't really need the link as you're already here. And if you have any further questions, I'd recommend checking the FAQ section on the Patreon site. If that doesn't help, you could ask me questions in the comments below or whatever. And that's pretty much it. If you're watching this on YouTube, thumbs the video up if you like it, thumbs it down if you don't, and subscribing would be great. And have fun.